The headlines all heralded in a new age of Disney dominance, with Disney World's Magic Kingdom winning over crowds and growing by almost 1% at a time when we all thought that it was down, that it was uncrowded. And yet, folks, we have dived deep into this, and now we can say what needs to be said. Hey, investors, hey, shareholders, what if we told you it appears that Magic Kingdom actually dropped average attendance as opposed to what the analysts are saying in 2024? Hello, friends. Hello, fam. Welcome back yet again to TPP, where all the news should be fun. And, well, I'd say this is a fun video because we're going to be doing this exclusively. Folks, it's brand new breaking news. We have been deep into the weeds to get you what you need. Bash Guy is here. Jonas J. Campbell, join us. Gentlemen, how are you?
Doing better than Disney.
I think anybody's doing better than Disney right now, Jonas. So, not a high threshold, but certainly better than the Mouse House. And, well, not so good in 2024. Exclusive Magic Kingdom attendance allegedly dropped on average from 2023 through 2024. Contradicting headlines. This is by WDW Pro, October 26, 2025. And exclusive, of course, at that park place. The themed entertainment attractions report was released for 2024, and Magic Kingdom was, once again, the most visited theme park in the world, according to the analysis. However, it wasn't by much, and now, with some deep investigation into the numbers, there's something true Disney aficionados and perhaps investors just have to see. It turns out that when we apply the likely calculations TEA is using to determine the attendance, Magic Kingdom actually dropped in per session ticket sales.
Yeah, so let's talk about that, what that is, and we'll skip these next paragraphs. Vash, per session,
please.
What we're talking about is usually, we can't say per day, and the reason, stay on that image for just a minute. In fact, click that image for me, Vash, the image of that newsletter. There you go.
Absolutely.
A session would be typically one day at the park, right? However, Disney has been doing more sessions, so after dark, they'll hold another thing where all the people that are in the park have to leave, and they bring in a new set of people, and that's a new session. And that's great. That's wonderful. Go Disney, go, so long as people aren't angry that they're being kicked out of Magic Kingdom at 6 p.m. We're talking about Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween. We're talking about the Christmas stuff. We're talking about after-hours events, yada, yada, yada. You get the idea. Now, up until just a few days ago, we weren't sure if TEA, that is the company that measures attendance, was counting these things. In fact, I was being told by a large number of people, no, you're wrong. They don't count it. And then we found this in the 2022 or 2023 brochure. Special events within the parks remain popular. Extra ticket events, particularly around Halloween and the winter holidays, continue to drive additional attendance and revenue to the parks, proving that TEA is counting the attendance. At least we believe so to the best of our ability. Now, Vash, what that meant was that if we looked at 2024, go back to the article, please. If we look at 2024, it turns out that there were 81 special extra sessions during the day versus 75 in 2023. And 2024 was a leap year. So adding all of this together, what we discovered was that Disney's Magic Kingdom in 2024 only exceeded attendance because they had more availability. There was more volume. It wasn't because the park was more crowded or maybe more people were showing up per day. In fact, it was the opposite way. Disney offered more special events and locals chose to go, and good for Disney. But on average, less people were in the parks at any given time, 2024 versus 2023.
Right, because we kind of know that these nights, while very profitable for Disney in terms of attendance, we know that whenever a park has a special event like this, because the park closes early, those parks usually remain dead up until those after hours events actually are activated, right? So this goes for like Disney Hollywood Studios with Jollywood Nights, Mickey's Not So Scary for Magic Kingdom, also do Mickey's Very Christmas Party. That's a very interesting observation, bro, and one I hadn't put together before when looking at the TEA numbers.
And if you'll scroll down, Vash, those are largely made up of locals. But if you'll scroll down, we've got the actual number on how much this appears to have dropped. Keep going down. Mm-hmm. There you go, folks. As opposed to the increase of 0.7% attendance for Magic Kingdom in 2024, as reported in all the headlines, we now believe that Magic Kingdom actually dropped 1.8% in average attendance. Average attendance every time the turnstiles were opened for business. Jonas, they leaned into these 3-hour, 4-hour, whatever they might be, after-hour events and called it attendance. And they got counted the same as a normal day. And that is how they pulled this off. And Jonas, if people want to go to Disney Tourist Blog, Tom Bricker is reporting that Disney takes the TEA reports very seriously. Serious enough, I believe, that maybe this is why they're adding all of these events. What do you think, Jonas?
Yeah, you beat me to the question I was going to ask when you got to me here. That was going to be because they can reasonably say, well, you're buying another ticket, we're going to count it as another entry. We're going to count you as another guest here. To me, that's a little bit of shenanigans, which it's fine. Hey, if this is a park that is essentially, there's a morning park, there's a contemporary service in the morning, and then there's a Halloween themed service in the evening. The little church joke for you there. I think that this is one of those items where it doesn't quite communicate what's going on at the park. Good for them on the after hours events that they figured out a way to double count on these parks, but it also just goes to show that the park is essentially a different product in the evenings, and they're going to lean towards paywalling things in order to go to those most profitable hours. They're going to make sure that they put all of those rare experiences in the evening. So you get the vanilla park during the day, and then you get the park to its fullest in the evening. Again,
and Jonas, you get the alcohol. You get the alcohol version of the park because they're building bars even now in Magic Kingdom. It's already in Epcot. It's already in Hollywood Studios. They know that the alcohol sales go dramatically up when they hold things, special events in the evenings.
Right. Like when vending machines realized people would only pay a certain amount of money for soda, they said, well, let's put in bigger bottles. And then they increase the price per ounce on those bottles. This is the kind of thing where Disney is trying to get you to, let me look at the nice and shiny thing. Don't pay attention to the price. Just buy it. Just buy it now. Let your credit card suffer later.
Yep. And Vash, this is what's so interesting is that all the headlines said Disney attendance is up. And on a technicality, it's true. But that was all we knew. It wasn't until we really did some serious research and tried to find if we could find anything that explained how TEA does the attendance. Do they count these special events? We found a single blurb that gave us the word we needed. Bash, now we can say with some assurance that in 2024, the feeling that people had that the parks were emptier, that when Disney was saying in their shareholder meetings that, hey, we've got moderated demand, Vash, that was true. But they got the headline. They won the PR battle here.
Right. Oh, absolutely. They definitely won the PR battle. And now you can say, we have so many parks in the top 10, and we certainly have our Magic Kingdom destination number 1 again, which is why, we need to invest in expanding capacity, when really it's a demand problem, not necessarily a supply problem. Very, very interesting little technicality right here. I had wondered about those after hours events as well, but now we have kind of a definitive statement by TEA on this and how they calculate that number. That's a very interesting statistic right there. And I would say if we looked even further, maybe we get when examining those after hours parties and how many events actually take place in these respective parks right here, how does that change Disneyland versus Magic Kingdom? And for Disneyland, that's not really great if it's number 1, because we know so many of those people who have actually bought in are not buying per day, but they're buying per year. So very, very interesting stuff coming out of the Themed Entertainment Association numbers, which we'll have more coverage on here at that Park Place.
And I'll tell you one more thing to talk about, guys, and that is Epic Universe. Because listen, I'm not saying that Disney has been devious here. I'm saying that the PR battle was won because people just talked about the attendance and not the average attendance, because people didn't figure this out in time until we did. But Epic Universe, guys, I'm telling you right now, we've been calling for this. I continue to call for this. The lines are insane for Epic Universe, right? Epic Universe is slammed with people right now. We're talking about lines that are 2 hours. Even Islands of Adventures is sort of the same with Hagrid's, but Epic Universe is slammed, and it doesn't have enough attractions yet. We implore them, start building. Now, they know what they're doing over there, and they know better than us. But I got to say, guys, I think they would be doing very well at Epic if they would just, as a general rule, start selling nighttime tickets and let this thing stay open till 1 a.m., especially on the weekends. Like, keep it open crazy late, 2 a.m. Go back to 90s style Magic Kingdom when that was the norm. Keep this thing open late, run 2 sessions a day, a normal day, and then have it start at 10 p.m. to 2 a.m., whatever you want to do. Run it and beat the pants off the mouse if that's what you want to do, Universal. I'm all for it.
I think it's a great idea. And the fact that this is a new park and they are currently not going to, it doesn't seem like there's any plans to do annual passes for any time soon. I think that's a great way to get one more chance for people to buy tickets there. I think that will be an extra revenue stream that I think Universal would be foolish to keep off the table.
Do it, Universal. We love you. We love Disney too. Disney just doesn't always love us because we say what they must do to get their average attendance back up again. Folks, you can help us back this thing up again, up to success, that is, by clicking the like button, share, subscribe, click it, stick it to the algorithms. It is the notification bell. Drop a comment down below. Let us know your thoughts on this. Is it devious? Is it inaccurate? What do you think about what we're saying? Do you doubt it? Let us know. We'd love to hear from you. And for all the news that should be fun, keep coming back to That Park Place.
Thanks for watching That Park Place News. For more information, consider checking out www.thatparkplace.com. And don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and send this out on your favorite social media accounts.